Hey bandlab family, welcome to the Undercard. Thanks for checking it out. Gray is a bit busy in the studio, so he's asked me to help out. The Undercard is a video spotlight dedicated solely to new artists who deserve a little more attention. Gray told me that on occasion he will also feature established artists who he thinks kick ass. The show's format is simple. A short interview followed by a song feature. That's it, in and out. Now that you know how it works, let's jump right in and get started.
Hey Gray, it's Lisa Loeb here, and I know that you're busy in the studio, and you can't be here, but I can't be there either in the studio. But I wanted to give you some advice to you and your friends. I'm glad that you're doing it still. You have to do it. That's the most important thing. People always say, like, what should I do? And I say, just do it. I mean, I guess Nike said that, but it's true. You should just do what you think you need to do to get to the next step. And it's a very exciting time to be less known and to get more discovered. And there's always more discovering to do. So sometimes even when you're discovered already, you feel like there can be more. So just remember that there's always more. Try to find your people for your music and your work. Some people that it resonates with those people, because those fans will grow with you, and they'll tell their friends. They'll tell their friends, and so on and so on. But anyway, I know that you'll do great. Just keep doing what you want. Try to collaborate, but also keep your opinions strong as well. I think that's important. All the small things that happen today could be the big things that get in the way. But don't lose a spark in your eyes. Keep your heart open wide. Go be a star. Love who you are. Once you know you have everything, then you'll have everything you need inside to shine, shine, shine. To shine, shine, shine. Remember, every step, it's not the last step, it's just the next step. And there's just going to be a lot more steps. Take care.
Hey bandlab, my name is Mary. Some call me Mary Jane, some call me Mary T, Mary Malillo Teague is my married name, but just Mary. I always just like just Mary. It seems to be enough for me. My whole life, I grew up in a family. I'm a third generation musician on both sides, I believe. But yeah, I grew up singing songs around the campfire on Sunday nights. You know, my great-grandmother would be playing the harmonica, a little harmonica inside of her mouth and then a bigger harmonica on the outside. And Grandpa would be playing the banjo. My dad played guitar. My mom would be singing. And it was a great way to grow up. And then after that, Mom, out of necessity of, you know, we need to get some money coming in, she started her own entertainment company. And so because of that, I kind of grew up in a circus, just full of entertainers and just the greatest people. You know, we performed at events and weddings and all sorts of things growing up. So yeah, I grew up on stage, which was so fun. And I am so grateful for that experience. And then I got a scholarship for vocal studies for jazz and classical music at the Educational Center for the Arts in New Haven, Connecticut. And yeah, I never stopped. I became a vocal coach, worked for Guitar Center, worked for a couple of local places. And yeah, it's in our DNA. That's what Mom says. So I'll just go with that. Now, this is a tricky question because I'm not a big fan of labels. I feel like they're kind of a trap. It's a trap. No, I just like to think of myself as kind of a conscious, love-based singer I'm just trying to be the light in the best way that I know how. And so that for me is singing. And what comes out, people tell me, it's soul. And that does make sense, because I really do leave my soul on whatever I'm singing. I like to think of myself as like a genre fluid kind of a person, where I can kind of fall in and out of whatever you put in front of me. Whether it be, R&B, hip hop, jazz, even classical. I've studied opera, so I can do that too. But I use a little of all of that in my music. And my main intention is just to bring joy to people and spread love. I know it's corny, but it's true. So, and for many reasons, a lot of these different artists, like either their songwriting ability or their vocal skills or their performance abilities. I had Janis Joplin on my wall as a kid, her poster, but I was also listening to like Billie Holiday and Ella Fitzgerald and Joni Mitchell. Oh my gosh, her songwriting is just, it's unmatched. Bonnie Raitt, she's written so many good songs. I feel like she doesn't get enough credit. Norah Jones, oh my goodness, Amy Winehouse, I don't know, Stevie Wonder, did I say that? Stevie Wonder? My God, Stevie Wonder. Oh, and Susan Tedeschi, and oh man, there are so many that have all kind of helped shape me into the musician that I am today, because I just would sit there and mimic them and learn how to sing basically from listening to them. So thank you, where if most of you are up in heaven, some of you are still down here, but thank you for that. I love them all. So not long at all. I didn't really realize bandlab even existed. If it did, I would have been on here. Should have been on here longer. But it was funny story. After Mom passed, I was understandably kind of a mess. And a good friend of mine, Lisa, thank you, Lisa, it was like, hey, so I know a music therapist. You might want to go talk to him. And I'm like, what are we going to be doing here? Like singing bowls and, chanting. Like, I wasn't really on board with that. Like, I do my own music therapy. I sing, whatever. But this guy was awesome. And he's like, no, you're going to get on bandlab and you're going to get some of these songs out and I'm going to help you. I'm going to show you what to do. So Paul, huge thank you for introducing me to bandlab. I appreciate that. And you guys have all been so kind and so welcoming and made me feel like I have like a fellowship of people who are like me. So I do love and appreciate you all. So my most successful song on bandlab was the first one that I put out. Was just the song for Mom, and that was a really, really painful moment. That's what I mean about being, it just being my soul that comes out, because I was being really vulnerable by sharing it. It was a song that, the moment that I kind of accepted and realized that I was going to have to let her go, I just came home and wrote that song, and I got it out. So it didn't just eat me up inside, and in doing so, it's been such a beautiful experience, because I'm seeing how it reaches others and touches others and resonates with others, and has even helped. People have come to me and said, this song helped me, and it's just like, wow. I'm getting goosebumps just talking about it. So yeah, the song Always that I wrote for Mom, and I'm glad that one was successful. I'm sure it's just me, but bandlab is great, and I love all the different aspects of it, the recording and the social media aspect and the educational aspects, but I would just, I don't don't know, maybe it's me or my computer, but it seems really glitchy. I'm getting like OCD from like chronically saving everything I do the second I do it, because I'm so afraid that it's just gonna crash and then burn, and then I'm gonna cry because I just put half a song into the, hours of work into this track, and then it's just poof, gone. So, yeah, the glitches would be the one thing for me. So, see, I did it for a living, so there have been, countless karaoke songs that were my go-tos over the years. But if I had to choose right now today, one song that I could, do with my eyes closed, hands behind my back, know all the words, would be At Last by Etta James. Just such a beautiful song. And now this is another one that's just like, oh, can we choose like the Beatles, like bands that are still going on, or I don't know. But if I was a headliner at a concert, I would definitely, I'm really into Hiatus Coyote. They're just the coolest thing in the world. The jazz chords and the fusion of all different styles, and Napalm. Oh, she's amazing. But if they weren't available, I would definitely settle for like Radiohead, or James Blake would be another one that I personally would just stand backstage and watch them until I had to go on and work, And then the last question was, if I had a favorite color, what would that be? And that I refuse. It's like choosing which child I love more. I can't. I'm an artist as well. I paint. I love to play with color. It's sometimes it's a mood thing, but if I had to pick, I would say all of them. The rainbow, like in a spectrum of light. How there's all the colors of the rainbow. So I guess if I had to choose a color, I guess it would be light. I like that. Thank you so much for this opportunity. Thanks to BandLab for all your love and support.
I am beautiful, I am loved. Claim my blessings from above, and it's told to eyes that see that love's a part of you and me. I am stronger than I know. If I let my light show, and it's told to ears that hear, there's no reason to have fear. Well, I might bend, but I won't break. There's no such thing as a mistake. I am wiser than I seem. All this life is but a dream. So I will speak what I've been told. Love is still right in my soul. Well,